What are the mind hacks and mind tricks of self-leadership? Hey guys, Gabriel Klingman here. I'm the co-founder of Finding Leadership Within, and this is the question that we are going to answer today. So before I go too deep into this, I have to actually define what self-leadership is. So there's a large misconception about self-leadership, and it's that you have to be a natural-born leader in order to succeed in self-leadership. The logic seems to be there, seems to make sense, that if you are a natural-born leader, then you will naturally lead yourself. That seems to make sense. However, that doesn't mean you have to be a natural-born leader in order to lead yourself and lead yourself well. So if you look up the actual definition of self-leadership, what I've found is it's the word-for-word Webster Dictionary definition is not very helpful. And this is true for one very particular reason. It's that everyone has two definitions for every single word. So you have the official legal or Webster definition, and then you have a personal definition. And every action that we take, every belief we have is based out of that personal definition. So no matter what it is, when I say I'm angry, I can look up and see exactly what angry means in the dictionary, but it may mean something different when I say it. Right? When I say to someone else something that I think is a compliment, you can look it up, the words are a compliment, but that means something different to them. It's because they have a different definition of those words. Does this make sense? This is why I'm actually not going to give the official legal definition of self-leadership. Instead, I want to tell you the definition that will help you most, that'll help you in action, the actual practical application of self-leadership. And that's this. How do I treat myself well? Self-leadership is the ability to treat yourself well. Self-leadership is treating yourself as if you are worth your time, your energy, your money. It's treating yourself as if you are worth it. It's such a simple definition, but the practical application is outstanding. When I look at how I actually act, I notice that I may not be treating myself as if I matter, right? I may not be treating myself as if I'm worth it. Oh, I'm just gonna have this extra slice of cake. Yeah, I may feel sick afterwards, but I'll deal with that later. I'm not worth putting in the time. Oh, yeah, I should probably get this medicine. I should take this medicine because I'm feeling sick, but I don't want to. I'm not treating myself as if I'm worth the money or worth the effort to put in. With that definition in mind, here are the two practical mind hacks when it comes to self-leadership. The first is to meditate. And this is to meditate every single day. Now, when I say meditate, a lot of people may have a huge turnoff to that idea. They may think, okay, Gabe, I get the idea. You're supposed to meditate. Sure, it's helpful, but I can't stand still. I always have to be moving. I, for one, get that. I am very fidgety. But at the same time, that's not what I'm talking about. When I say meditate, what I'm actually talking about is calming the mind. What I'm talking about is doing something that centers you, that takes you from being all scattered and out here and brings you right here. And now I'm centered and I'm present. That's what I'm talking about. So for some people, that's going on a hike. I know a guy who that is skiing, so he actually moved to a place where he could ski more often. For me, it's exercising. I love exercising. For some people, it's reading. It doesn't matter what it is, but whatever it is, focus and do that. Do what calms and centers you every single day. That's the first step and the first mind hack of self-leadership. The second mind hack of self-leadership is called anchoring. It's this technique known in neuro-linguistic programming. So I'm going to walk you through a process of what this looks like and how you can do it. Super easy. I want you to take a couple deep breaths. I want you to close your eyes and just take a moment. Really center yourself. Forget everything else is going on and just be present right here. Okay, now I want you to remember these times that where you're full of energy, you were super focused, you were ready to take on the day. I want you to remember those times, right? Those times where you're super in the flow state. Now, I want you to just not just see those, but I want you to live them. I want you to jump back into that experience and live that moment once again. Right? What do you see? What do you feel around you? How do you feel? Do you feel your emotions getting excited? Is your posture getting a little better? Do your heart start racing a little bit? Now, once you've done this, once you're fully in that moment, when you're in the peak of that flow state, in the peak of that excitement, I want you to take on your non-dominant hand, I want you to take your thumb and touch the second knuckle of your middle finger on your non-dominant hand, right? If you're right-handed, this will be your left hand. If you're left-handed, do this with your right hand. Now for me, I'm gonna do it. For me, this looks like drumming. And I am on stage, I am in the midst of a concert, and I have a very particular beat that just gets me so excited. And when I get during that point and I start hitting that beat, I'm touching this. So I just touch my finger right there. Now what you're doing is you're giving your body a signal. You're associating that feeling with this touch, right? You're associating that feeling of excitement, that feeling of passion, of focus, of flow with a single touch. So now when you want to summon that feeling in the future, all you have to do is touch that. Okay, I want you to do this exercise every single day for at least a week, multiple times a day. If you have the memory to do it, do it. I've been doing this for a few months now. It's absolutely amazing. The reason why this is so important is because it allows you to pull up that emotion, right? Instead of when you're in the middle of a deep project and you just all of a sudden start feeling down, when you're in the thinking about something in the future and you start stressing out, you can just take a moment, take a breath, center yourself, and just press the second knuckle on your middle finger with your thumb. Just hit that, just press that little button as if it's a little button. And bam, all of a sudden you get this rush of flow, this rush of excitement. You start a whole new energy level just from that one tactic. I hope this has helped some of you guys. I know it certainly has helped me. If you have any questions, comments below, let me know. Tell me about your favorite moment. Tell me about your favorite time that you were thinking of when you pressed your knuckle